Hi, this is John Keaton, talking about the human rights violation that I have every day as I eat falafel. The United States intelligence agencies have backroom operations, and this operation has something to do with my adoption through Catholic Charities. I can honestly say that. Life is a living hell, and I'm isolated. I can entertain myself with falafel, some food if I have money, but I am barred from earning a living unless it is what they want, which is engaging in gay sex and getting money for it, which I don't want to do. There have been conspiracy after conspiracy using individuals, some I know their names, to try to solicit that from me. They use free church dinners as soon as I went homeless, meaning I left a residency that was just unbearable because of corruption and fraud and people being paid and being directed to do stuff to me in 128 Schaefer Street, Brooklyn, New York, from mid-September until the day I left, when they began to destroy my rather new $250 boots in December 27th of 2012. I've been living out of doors for purposes to avoid what homes become, which are venues to be exploited for incredible stress and trauma and criminal acts. That's 2 minutes. Now, I want to state that this is the dangerous, this is what everybody needs to know on the planet. That when I went to Gambia in 2002, late October, I landed in Senegal, and by November I was in Gambia for about 3 weeks. I went to one village, and a gentleman insisted that I stay with him, and he will be my host. And I stayed with him, and in the middle of the week, by the middle of the week, he was already told to meet with somebody, and that they were going to do something. These people were, so from the time that about within a 2 to 3 day period, the people doing this are observing me through these weapon systems in Africa. See the Dennis Kucinich bill, see my link on this YouTube video. And they were able to implement what I have described before, and I will put a text below this to describe. And they were able to tie this into what was going to happen in America by 2007. So by 2002, they had already made certain that they were going to do what was done to me in 2007 at Arthur Street, presumably in Binghamton, New York. They had planned that, and my brother was maintaining his residency in the area. Another incident is in Kaohsiung, before I was, just months after my mother passed away, when an incident occurred in a bar where I was assaulted, and to avoid the police arriving to the bar, which would disrupt their business and earning money, they ushered me, they basically ushered me out the door. I was not the perpetrator, but I was the victim. But they gave, they put me in the cab. They said, "Where do you live?" I said, "Tainan." They paid the cab fare, if I'm correct. And they put me in the cab, take him to Tainan. The guy dropped me off in a vicinity between Tainan City and Kaohsiung City. I had gone to Kaohsiung to this bar with 3 of my expatriate friends, a Japanese, an English, and an Indian. And they were not even around. They saw what took place. They could not control anything. I'm in the cab, and the cab dropped me off in the middle of fish ponds, an expansive rural area of just fish ponds, miles and miles and miles of fish ponds, with roads between them. And I'm there not knowing what the heck. The guy just said, "Get out of the car." I had been assaulted in the bar on a crowded dance floor. Somebody stepped on somebody's foot, and I was assaulted. I got ushered out. And what happened was, this organization that's doing human rights violation saw that they could exploit them. So they went to my home, told my Taiwanese housemate and his girlfriend, "You have to leave. We want the key." They were able to get a key, and they left. And to do the time that they were engineering the interference with my housemates, this going to them and talking to them and telling, "We need you to do this. Lips are sealed. You can't say anything. This is an American operation. He's an American." So I'm looking at the time, and what happened was they needed me to be in that. They needed the cab driver to drop me off in the fish pond area for this lag of time, so that and when they were ready, when these people were out of the house, already basically incorporated my housemate and his girlfriend, and gag ruled and paid money, obviously, or possibly. By that time, a cab car came by, and I said I need to go to Tainan. I had an injury. I had a bruise on my face. So he took me to Tainan, but I was in the fish pond area for a very long time. By the time I got home, I just opened up the door, went in my home, and slept. And then when I woke up, my wallet was gone. I went to the police station, which is just 5-minute walk from my house. Very, very close. It's like right there. Down an alley, out you can see the police station. I went to the police station, and the policeman said, "We have your wallet. Oh, we have your wallet. I see your ID here. A woman found it and took it here. You must have dropped it when you were walking home, and it was on the street." And I told him I got out of a cab. He said, "You must have dropped it when you were getting out of the cab." That's a lie. The guy said, the attendant at the police station said, "This is this woman's number. Call her. You need to call her." I called her. I had an injury. I went to the hospital, actually. Nothing was wrong. I have no memory blank of anything that took place, though I was injured at the bar. The woman ended up sleeping with me. She ended up coming to my house. I had a black eye, actually. She ended up sleeping with me. She was Taiwanese. She spoke some English, and she spoke Taiwanese, Thai Chinese. And she basically came to my home, saw that I was injured, made me some tea, talked, and oh, it's so bad. And then I don't know how it evolved, but we ended up sleeping together. It was weird. But there was some connection with her. The connection that was this was done to make a connection in my mind about another woman that had a physical attribute that she has that's unique, a bald spot down around the ear, and a woman that I had met that I was involved with that I pissed off some Australians. And it's over.